Hey guys, today we'll be reviewing a video from a guy named Crazy Caboose. He sent me this video of him exploring a abandoned gas station with his friends, and because I'm stuck in the house for a week, I'll just react to it because I can. So this video is called We Find Another Abandoned Gas Station. Even though I looked through his channel, it's the only video that is not train or Fortnite related. So I don't know where the first abandoned gas station video is, but this gas station is in Stanley, Minnesota. They think it's been abandoned since the 1990s, but I think it's been abandoned for about maybe 5 to 10 years. So anywhere from like 2010 to 2015. But interesting fact, my first explore and my first few YouTube videos were in Minnesota. The first one wasn't, well, the first YouTube video I did, that was in Iowa, but the next three after that, that was in Minnesota. So interesting fact. But let's get straight into this video.
Guys, this is Crazy Caboose, and today I'm at an abandoned gas station with my friends.
So first thing we notice is the guy is wearing pajamas. I know this is the only urban exploring I was really gonna do, so it's okay for this situation. But if you want to do it more often, you should wear something like jeans. That's what I always wear, so I don't get cuts on my legs. Because I've tried exploring with shorts on, it's not as good. I always get cuts on my legs when I do that. So try to wear. But if you don't like wearing jeans, just try to find something strong, light. Something that you're comfortable in, and something that will not get you noticed, because you don't want to go into an abandoned building and get noticed immediately. It's not a good thing to do, and just make sure you're comfortable. It'll be easy to do. Like, you don't want to go in there wearing chainmail, because, again, you'll be too noticed, and I don't think it's comfortable. Even though it would be really strong, if the building falls on you, you should be alive. With that, it's just, don't do it. It's just weird to do.
And download the geo tracker. I'm gonna. Oh, this place might have closed because of taxes.
You are correct. Tax forfeited land means that the owner of the place didn't pay his taxes, so the government took the land away from him. They're probably trying to sell it. But if his business was taken away, that might mean there's a abandoned house nearby that he used to live in. Maybe also tax forfeited. So search into that for me. Try to find it. It'll be interesting.
Well, yeah, this is a door padlock on it. Yeah, it's not gonna open it. Don't type anything. Dude, don't type anything. Why? Don't!
Now, the alarm thing, you can touch it, just don't excessively do it. They might have an alarm on there that if you push it too many times, it might alarm. But the fact that it beeps means that there's power, which I find interesting, because typically some buildings have power, some don't. It's odd mixture. It's really awesome to find a place that does still have power, meaning that somebody's still paying for it, even if the entire thing is like halfway collapsing. Because it's knowing that there's somebody who still wants to take care of the place but just can't is kind of interesting. While some other places they just don't have power because nobody wants to pay for it, which what happens to most places, and meaning that it's been totally forgotten. You want to find places that are not really totally forgotten, meaning to someone at some point. Like, pretty soon I'm gonna go to Celebration City, which is a theme park. A lot of people like theme parks, so it will be something that people can connect with and remember. Well, if you just go into some guy's house, it's interesting to see, just not as connecting with your audience, I would say.
It made like a noise. How does it still function? Don't touch that either. That's old too.
I wouldn't touch fuse boxes or circuit breakers, especially if you know there's electricity going by, because from what I heard, electrocution's not fun. But what I find odd is that if you look underneath, the wires have been cut. So either there's another fuse box nearby, which would be weird to have two fuse boxes on a building, or it's run by batteries, the little clicker thing, which would again be odd to put in something like that. So
that, because that has high volts in it. Ooh, crap, bug.
So while I was exploring that abandoned gas station, I actually found a mouse. It never made it into the video because how I recorded it was all off. But so creepy crawlies and bugs, they're typically there. I mean, it's nature reclaiming these buildings, so you would obviously try to find. There would obviously be rodents and all that there, but just don't get scared of them. Unless it's spiders. I hate spiders. All spiders shall die. There's a mouse. Hello, Mr. Mouse.
Who wants to help me lift this up? You gonna try? You probably can't. Let's go check out that car wash again. Yeah, because that's where the gas pumps were.
I do find it odd that they tore down the pumps to the gas station. I mean, I would think that they would want to resell it as a gas station, and if whoever buys it doesn't want a gas station, they would tear it down. So I find it quite weird.
I'm gonna. Hold on. Is there any way to see inside?
You gotta download that geo tracker now.
Jesus. Yeah, nah, that's smart.
Hey, don't insult them. I mean, you want to make it inside, right? I mean, the ghosts are gonna open the door if they hear you.
Yeah, you can't do anything looking inside. Hey, there's a door open. Dude, there's a door to get in there. I did not notice that. Dude, let's go. Some other people here checking out the building, so I don't think people really care. You wanna come in with me? I hope. Could be lit. Oh my god, nope. No, thank you. Do you know what? There's probably people that come here and kill people and they store their bodies in here.
Now, in all the abandoned buildings I have been into, I've never found anybody else in there. The only times I have actually found people while urban exploring is when I'm outside of the building. Like, once I actually had the cops called on me because I was exploring the outside of a building. And then another time I was exploring the pool, and some guy and his wife were taking a look at the pool as well. They didn't mind me being there because they didn't own it. They were just trying to reminisce of what the pool was like. But so if you do find people in there, just act like you're meant to be there. Like, unless it's like authoritative position, then just be really polite and just kind of act stupid. Act like you didn't know you're supposed to be there. But if you find somebody who is not in an authoritative position and is just randomly there, just act like you're meant to be there.
The whole place is just torn up.
Hey, look, there's a window to the gas station.
Alright, so we're waiting until people leave, so one of my buddies can jump in there. What? Nothing, just be quiet. So we're waiting until one of my friends, not one of my friends, until these people leave on motorcycles, so that one of my friends could get in there and scope out the place. Yeah.
So, if there are people outside of a building, you can't enter unless they're looking directly at you. Now, they most likely won't follow you, but if you do, make sure you either find another exit to escape from, or hide. I mean, in this building, there's nowhere to hide, but you have 2 exits, so.
This is what the car wash looks like. I wonder, like, yeah, I don't know what to say, but this is crazy. So this was apparently opened up by pressure.
Yeah.
This opened up the garage doors by pressure. So,
Well, I've never heard of a garage door that has been opened by pressure. Some might exist. I just don't know the way of it. Most likely, those doors are powered by motors and chains and all that. Like chains that you pull down and then up there. That's what I've used to. But that's probably an air hose where you put a nozzle at the end to fill up your tire or something like that. That's probably what it is. It's probably not meant for the door.
hold on. And then what you did, they'd have these in the wall, and when someone would be like, they'd sense a radio thing to it from the building, and then it'd lift up. So whenever you're in a car wash, they think these because they use pressure.
That's probably the thing right there.
What?
This?
Yeah, that's how I think the pressure. Do you want to bring that for like a souvenir?
So I have a saying that I live by is take nothing but pictures, leave nothing but footprints. So the first part basically means don't take anything from the building. Other urban explorers will want to have seen it as well. If you take it, it ruins theirs. If you do take stuff from buildings, you're just the only way to say it, you're just an asshole at that point. First of all, you're stealing from somebody because every building is owned by somebody. 2, you're ruining it for other explorers. And then the other half, leave nothing but footprints. Basically means don't leave graffiti. Don't ruin the experience for somebody because, again, if you do that, you're an asshole again. This time you're destroying the place. I mean, some graffiti I do think is kind of cool, but, I mean, going up to a wall and just going psst like that, it's not cool. I mean, if you do spend hours and hours on something, it looks really cool. I don't mind. It might even bring out the place, but tagging I don't particularly like. And just don't try to leave trash there. That won't make you... I mean, it's just not nice thing to do with trash and stuff and dirties up places. And it makes it harder to explore. Especially knowing what was originally there and what wasn't. So, like, dating a building will become a whole lot difficult. I mean, that's why I have such trouble figuring out places with soda cans and food and items and all that. Because people bring those in from elsewhere, so it could mess up dating and all that.
Oh, it's locked. Alright, let's go in that other door. I want to see what's in back.
I feel like we should start heading back.
Again, breaking stuff, don't do it. I mean, that one... I don't think I have to explain it again.
Why does homeless people don't live here? Yeah, hold on. After I'm done with this clip, I'm gonna do this. Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys this quick. I'm gonna plug my nose so that way. If I'm breathing up something I don't want to breathe up in here.
So in urban exploring, I mean, it is a good idea to have a respirator. In this building, I don't think it would matter as much, but sometimes you have mold and asbestos, especially if you have a bunch of leakage. That's when you have a bunch of mold and you don't really breathe that stuff in. And if you explore it a lot, and it's a really good idea because maybe not now, but 20 to 30 years in the future, you're gonna have mold growing in your lungs from you exploring then, and you don't want to pay thousands of dollars to get your lungs fixed. Or even the doctor saying, oh, you explore a lot without a respirator, well, then you can't do that. But, this is my respirator, the things need to be changed, but I don't think I've ever put it on camera before, so this is the perfect time to do it. Sexy.
Yeah, this is how it works. Yeah. So this is Crazy Caboose on his way out. You guys.
So again, don't break stuff. I actually been in a building in Minnesota. The abandoned high school I went to. After the video, I went there like maybe a few days later with a friend of mine, and he started destroying everything. At first, I thought it was funny, but later I got mad at him. The only piece of graffiti in the entire building is left by this guy. He scratched his name into a chalkboard. I mean, I don't mind writing on chalkboard if you find chalk there. I mean, that's not really vandalism because you could erase that. But what I mean by vandalism is permanently destroying. Like, this guy took a metal bar that he found on the other side of the school and just scratched his name into a chalkboard with it. So it's the only piece of graffiti in that entire building. And like a few days later, I was at maybe a church group with them, even though I'm not religious, my mom is. But so I got really pissed off at this guy. Just started yelling at him. Like a few days later, because how annoyed I was about it. And then remember Trenton? He had the opposite problem. He wouldn't leave things. He would just take a bunch of stuff. I mean, I don't mind taking something if I take you to go exploring for the first time, because that's what I do. So it's kind of trend. If you go the first time you go exploring, you can bring a souvenir. Only one. After that, no more. But we went to maybe like 2 or 3 places, and he took a souvenir from all of them. The first place he went to, he pretty much found a backpack in there, found a bunch of CDs, put it in there, and took it. Though he has learned from his mistakes, so if I do go to Celebration City, he's coming along. But just don't steal things. And break stuff. It's not nice thing to do, especially if other explorers want to go explore. Even though this place I don't really care about. I have much better places even in that area. So
You guys have a good day. Bye.
also, I noticed that you ended your video early, and then you still have like maybe 40 seconds left. What I tend to do is actually throughout while I'm exploring, I do maybe like an intro and a leaving. Actually, sometimes I actually do my intro. The very last thing I do is my intro sometimes. And then like I always do sometimes I do my exits a few times because like either A, I didn't like it enough, so I re-record it, or B, while I'm leaving I find something even cooler that I didn't notice the first time I went through, then I'll redo it there and just cut the last end. So there's just a suggestion for you if you want to make more videos. So
I'll hold it for you so you can find it.
you know there's a perfectly good door on the other side. You probably have done that, but parkour, I guess.
Right, I'll use it in there. Okay, guys, I'm in right now. Oh shit!
Hey, watch your fucking language, dude. Jeez.
Bryce is trying to phone.
You like not going in because there might be stuff in there that you're not allowed to breathe.
Yeah, what is that?
I use the thing that's a service hole. Like, you can go and like put tools in there and then repair stuff in that little cubby hole. Or it's probably another way for water to escape because they tend to have a lot of water, but you notice the little thing in the floor. That's also for water, so I would think they wouldn't need that. But either that or it could be just natural decay. But I don't understand why it would be in a perfect brick shape.
It's just the other side.
This scares me, dude. Oh my god. How do they still have this building like this?
Even though I have like 2 hours of this day left because I decided to record it at night, so the wall doesn't change while I'm recording because sunlight. But you have a good day too. And everyone who's watching this video, have a good day too. So, that's the end of this video. Subscribe and like for more, and tell me how you like this new content. I'll probably do it more if I can't go urban exploring because weather and all that. But, yeah. Have a great day.